way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. For the purpose of life is not to be happy, it is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. A service organization like Rotary brings together business and professional leaders to provide humanitarian service and to advance goodwill and peace around the world. In 2021-2022 Rotary year, Rotary Club of Abuja, the Grandfather Club, has earmarked more than 30 life-touching projects to complement its areas of focus. We are appealing to your good conscience to bring your resources, your talent, and your time so that we can achieve these and many more. These are the projects: multi-game court for basketball, volleyball, and lawn tennis at JSS Jabi. This is to help build children's health. Know that it is in games that many people discover their paradise. This project will fulfill the objective of basic education and literacy. Donation of 500 prosthetic arms. This will be given to amputees that have lost their sources of livelihood. Don't forget that one of the factors a country's economy depends on is human capital. So let's feed our economic and community development by doing this. Planting of 10,000 trees along highways, streets, and economic trees. For he who plants trees, plants hope. Someone is sitting under the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. That is to support the environment and economic empowerment. Sponsoring and promoting school quiz and debate competitions to encourage healthy competition in academics among students. Competition gives one energy and keeps one focused. It is in line with our basic education and literacy area of focus. Donation of books to book clubs and libraries. This is to encourage the reading culture, boost student mental and social life. Remember, today a reader, tomorrow a leader. This is one of our basic education and literacy programs. Organizing sports clinics for young children and teenagers. Do you know that play is the highest form of research? Now you know, so let's use sport as a tool for mental and physical well-being of the children, especially our girls, and also a way of encouraging education. Business and ethics training and mentoring for artisans. Many of our artisans do not grow in business because they lack business ethics. So we want to train them on time management, customer relations, financial prudence, and business etiquette because unethical behavior significantly increases the cost of doing business. This is part of our economic and community development. Provision of walking aids. Rotary has been fighting polio for years now. While we are increasing our effort to keep polio at zero, we want to give hope to polio survivors by partnering with Wheels of Hope to provide crutches and tricycles to them. This is also an economic and community development service. Construction of 6 toilet blocks at JSS Jabi. You can minimize incidents of infectious disease when you have good toilets. We have over 2,000 students in the school, yet no functional toilets. This is why we want to promote hygiene in the school. It is in line with one of our areas of focus, disease prevention and treatment. Donating pre-used refurbished computers and laptops to schools and school teachers, including specialized computers for the visually impaired. Does the organization have old laptops that are still functional? Instead of dumping them somewhere, why not donate, let's refurbish them and donate to schools that are in need of them? Don't forget that access to computer and internet have become a basic need for education in our society. ICT training for school teachers. Know this, that technology will never replace great teachers, but in the hands of great teachers, it's transformational. We want to train the trainer with basic ICT skills. Provision of water filtration devices for rural women. Everyone knows that water is essential to life, so pure water is the world's first and foremost medicine. We want to purify the public sources of water in the rural areas to improve health and prevent waterborne diseases. Provision of sanitary pads and related education for young girls. Do you know that improving menstrual health in schoolgirls can lead to long-lasting effects on girls' overall education, health, and well-being? We want to provide sanitary pads continuously for a year to more than 5,000 girls and also teach them the best and proper use. This will help them develop a culture of hygiene, and having understood the importance of using pads, they will sustain the culture. Providing games and books to prison inmates in Kuje and Suleja prisons. Inmate participation in education, vocation, and job training can reduce recidivism. Skill acquisition and computer education for prison inmates. We need to give importance to skill development because with these, we can end unemployment and also reduce rates of crime in our society. Provision of pro bono legal service for awaiting trial inmates in Kuje and Suleja prisons through Rotarian lawyers of this club. This includes paying of fines for affected inmates, for it is better to light one small candle that will cause darkness. Friends, in a world of danger and trial, peace is our deepest aspiration. Partnering with NGOs and other governmental organizations on advocacy on peace building and conflict resolution. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. Provision of health insurance for mothers and their children. Mothers and children are always victims of hazards. Through our maternal and child care services, we want to reduce this hazard, for a tremendous amount of needless pain and suffering can be eliminated by ensuring that health insurance is universally available. Provision of birthing kits and health education to expectant mothers. Pregnancy period is really a challenging time for women. They need proper care, and we will provide birthing kits and health education to especially the ones that cannot afford through our maternal and child health services. Provision of baby schools and warmers to primary health care centers and general hospitals. Teenage girls and young adults counseling on unwanted pregnancy. There is no greater joy than being a reliable source of support and friendship to someone who trusts you. Sanitation, refuge clearing, and first lift of recreational areas of Jabi Lake, Abuja. Cleanliness is the first law of health, so we have to ensure a clean environment to the dwellers and visitors of the areas. Supporting adult literacy institutions by volunteering manpower. There is no end to education, and it is a continuing process of growth and development from birth till death. Testing 1,000 people for hepatitis B and C and vaccinating 5,000 people for hepatitis B. There is a growing need to make people aware of the severity of the disease. Skill acquisition for 200 young women and business management training. Good management is the art of making problems so interesting and their solutions so constructive that everyone wants to get to work and deal with them. We want to teach them how to play by the rules while being ferocious. Rotary. Donation of 1,000 back-to-school kits like school bags, shoes, exercise books, pens to school children of our adopted schools. It is a basic education and literacy project. He who opens school doors closes a prison. Provision of protective kits and gears for sanitation workers. Safety isn't something you postpone for the ideal and comfortable future. It's the first condition necessary for messy and unpredictable presence. Free medical outreach at our adopted community, Kabusa Village. A tremendous amount of needless pains and suffering can be eliminated by ensuring the health insurance is universally available. Completion of Rotary Club of Abuja Mental Health Counseling and Call Center at Jabi Federal Staff Hospital. We started this project during the last Rotary year, and we want to complete the project in this Rotary year, for we cannot be more sensitive to pleasure without being sensitive to pain. Phase 2 Rotary Club of Abuja and Federal Road Safety Corps First Responders Program, one of the projects for the disease control and prevention. It is aimed at retraining the accident team of Federal Road Safety Corps and Rotarians who volunteer to boost accident response through the coordination of the zebra teams and call center. We are calling on individuals, groups, NGOs, ministries, parastatals, agencies, companies, government organizations, and all good-spirited individuals to come together so that we can achieve these and more. Charity sees the need, not the cause. We make a living not by what we get, but by what we give. To fold the hands in prayer is well. To open them in charity is better. Rotary is all about service above self. Rotary is good. Thanks for watching.
90 years without slumbering. Tick tock, his life's like slumbering. Tick tock, tick